All right, as promised, if you stick and watch this video completely, you will be able to become a master at using Windsurf AI. And you will be able to build your own dream apps. Dream apps could be anything, right? Web apps, iPhone apps, anything. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so you will ask, right, what should I know? You don't need to know anything at all. You don't need to have any coding experience. You don't need to know anything about code. Just stick and watch this video out. I'll guide you with everything that is there in this video, and you will be able to become a power user of Windsurf. So let's get straight. So what exactly is this Windsurf AI, the buzz that has been going around for a while, right? So first things is Windsurf is actually a next generation AI coding tool for you to build software much more faster than their alternatives, right? So Windsurf actually uses multiple AI agents. That means you can collaborate. You can, it's got a lot of functions which auto suggest the code, which automate a lot of tasks, and then you can actually enhance the code quality. So you're not just a developer that is trying to fix things up, but you actually have someone helping you out throughout the process. And then finally, it is created by Codeium, the biggest software company to build open source solution to Copilot. And it's one of the most leading AI company that is developing a lot of developer tools. Surprisingly, it's valued at $1.25 billion, so they know what they are doing, right? So again, this is a big question, right? Why exactly I should use Windsurf AI? What is there in Windsurf AI that literally outperforms Cursor AI? So Cursor AI, if you don't know, is another IDE. So it helps you develop software as well, again through some basic English. But I'll give you three good suggestions why you need to switch to Windsurf immediately. The first thing is it literally combines AI agents and Copilot. So basically, take an example. Cursor only has got a model that was spitting out the code, but the cursor was not knowing actually what is happening with the code base. So you have to specifically tell out, this is the file that I need to edit. So in that case, Windsurf has got something called as flows. It literally bends the AI and moves completely to, it generates the code with Copilot as well. So everything is so supportive and everything is so contextual that you don't need to specify every single time, right? Second thing is continuous collaboration. Basically, developers and AI are literally working together to get the software done. While in Cursor, you have to specify manually, hey, this is this is what I want. You have to, maybe AI can get it the very first time, but a lot of the time it was not getting the output properly. So this is where we need Windsurf improved a lot. And then this is the most important feature that Windsurf has got, that is context aware coding. That means everything that you do in the code base, everything that you want to build out, is automatically picked by AI, just like magic. Everything is so good that they suggest the improvements on top. So you don't have to specifically tell AI, hey, this is what I need to optimize, this is what I need to code, right? It does that so smoothly that you will be completely amazed. Okay. Okay, enough of talking. Let's completely build, something from scratch now. And what's the best thing to build when you got to learn something out, right? That is a to-do list. Yeah, I mean, you would be, hey, Shri, this is absolutely boring project to, so trust me, if you build this, you will be in the best position possible to get as much as out of, Windsurf. Okay, let's start from scratch. There are a few things that we need to do before we actually build this up. Okay, so what we need to do is go to Windsurf AI, which is, so just type in Google Windsurf AI download, and then you will have this download link, which is codeium.com/Windsurf. This is their actual website, the actual landing page. Now you get options over here. See download options. So see download options will give you all the platforms. So let's say if you want to download it for Mac, you'll click this button. For Linux, it's available, and for Windows as well. So for now, I'm on Mac, so I can go and download this part. Okay, so I just need to click on this button, download. It gets me. Just make sure you're selecting proper, DMGs, because there are two versions available: the Intel one and the Apple one. So I got the Apple one, so this is my DMG that's done now. So here's my uh, app. So I'll just click on double click. So I'll just double click. and I just need to move this to applications folder. Okay. By the way, I already have Windsurf AI, so I so by the way, I already have Windsurf AI. That's why it's giving me error saying, hey, you already have this. But if you have never installed it, you should be able to install it. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. So once that is done, just open the Windsurf. I'll use Spotlight Search to open the Windsurf. Okay. So it's opening up. Okay, that's it. Boom. We have this cool editor Windsurf right in front of our eyes. Okay. Now it's loading. Let's just wait for like 2 seconds. Okay, everything is done. We got this awesome code editor right in front of us, ready to create things, right? So our first step is done. Now let's learn the Windsurf basics so that you will be able to literally navigate the code and create everything out of scratch, right? Let's do that. Okay, so here I am in my, so here is the Windsurf editor. I've just opened it. It's loading. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so now we have got options everywhere. Now you will feel, hey, this is incredibly hard, but stick with me. I'll completely help you out, understand every single, thing that Windsurf has to offer. Okay, let's get started. So a few things that we have on the menu are on the left, which is you can explore, the projects. You can open new projects over here, and then you can search through the code base. Pretty straightforward. You can integrate Git as well over here. So Git is, just for anybody who is new to code. Git is the way to structure and organize your code bases efficiently. For this tutorial, we'll not be using that, so don't worry. Then we got run and debug options. Again, pretty developer stuff, but again, we're not going to use this as well. So I'll quickly go through it one by one, and then we can start pretty much with this new project, that is to-do list. Then we got the remote SSH tools, which is, let's say if your code base is somewhere else, and then you want you want to have the access to the code base, you can pretty much edit that using a remote SSH. We got extensions which helps you code faster. You got again Git lens, same thing as Git. You got GitHub Actions, again some automations if you want to run through deployment cycles. This is where you will do. Don't worry, don't stress anything. We are completely going to have a very basic tutorial, and then if you start building things, you get the momentum, and then you can explore much more options further. Okay, so let's just start. Now this very cool tool that Windsurf AI gives us is this cool tool called as Cascade. So literally you can start anything from scratch using this Cascade. So Cascade has got few options. Number one, this will appear on the right part, but you can pretty much change the layout as you want. So this is on the top right part. You have this toggle buttons, right? So you can toggle the changes, right? You can keep it anywhere you want. If you want to split like this, or you want to, for me, it's more of, like this. So let's say I want to keep this something, this for me, this arrangement is good, but you can change it again as you want. Once you install Windsurf, you might be asked to create sign in and sign up on their platform. So once you sign up, I highly recommend you to get a paid plan. For now, you can try out with free plan, but the paid plan is so cool that, let us just go to their paid plan right away. Let's just quickly check their pricing. So you got pricing page over here. Now, you got individual and an organization. So this is completely free, and it's completely free forever. You get like one time, trial gift credits for like 50 premium user pounds. And then you can also access all the tools, unlimited AI code completions and everything. But I highly recommend you to get a paid plan. Even a pro plan would do, because it gets you to a faster premium models, gets you to code much more faster, and writes everything with the best Claude 3.5 Sonnet model, which is completely good model to write code. So that was it on the pricing end. Let's get back to our project. Okay, so basically you got two options, right? With Cascade, either you can write. So write gives you this option between, whenever write mode is turned on, Cascade will be able to make changes to your code. And then if the chat option is turned on, that means you can ask questions, you can repeat suggestions, or you can basically turn a code base into a chatbot. Let's say if you want to ask where is this file, where is this file, or let's say where is this logic written, you can pretty much ask and chat with your code base. But just to get just to kick things off, we'll completely start from scratch. So we'll be using write mode. Just keep it on write mode, and then make sure you select Claude Sonnet. You have a bunch of models over here, which is GPT-4o, GPT-4o, Cascade base, which is the default model, and then Claude 3.5 Sonnet, the legends of the model to write any piece of code that is like at least using AI. Now I want to build a to-do application. Now here's the cool thing: you don't need to learn. You don't literally don't need to know anything about JavaScript, HTML, or anything, right? What I'll do is I'll start with a prompt saying I want to create a to-do web application uh, using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is more refined prompt, but you can literally start saying, hey, I want to create a to-do web application, and it will literally start creating files, necessary files. That's it. I don't want to add any necessary details to it. I'll keep it very simple, and then we'll refine it up as we go. Okay, I'll just click on enter. What it will do is literally start creating everything from scratch. If you see, I'll help you create a simple functioning to do app application, and then it will try to create a web project, directory. So this is, again, look how cool is that. It suggested a terminal command which says you need to create a new project just to get all the files together. So should you should the AI model continue, or you can reject. And this response, based on you, it's actually waiting. So if you accept, it will try to create the you know folder. Now it says creating index.html, which is the base file. Now it says, like, it has started to write code as well. So you see, have a look. You can literally accept and reject based on whatever the better. You can literally accept and reject whatever output that the model is giving. So it has started to create everything, and then it has created index.html, style.css, and script.js. So I've created a complete to-do application with the following features: add new tasks, mark new task as completed, delete tasks, persistent storage using local storage, and then clean and modern UI. Do you want me to run this application? Let's go and say yes. Yes, we want this to run. Now see, we have run into issue. That means it will give issue saying, hey, this particular address is already in exist. That means it detected that Windsurf AI is so good because it is using AI and the copilots together. So it seems port 8000 is already in use. Let's try to use a different port. Now it suggested a different port. It suggested a port which is 8080. Let us try to accept it. Again, 8080 is again in use. So I think it's again trying to go for one more different port. So I think this time it should work. So if you go on accept, yes, it has started to run the server. Now you should see whatever the AI has built for us into this. When you log into this particular, when you go to this localhost 3000, just copy this up, okay, and just accept everything, because you have you wanted to add everything to the code base. So this is added to the code base. Now you can literally reject. Okay, boom. This is how cool is that. One single prompt to get everything. So if I go and add Shri AI is teaching everyone to code using Windsurf. Add to task. Man, this is very interesting. If you have a look, like how cool is that? You just have to give a very basic, minimal, plain English just to get everything, this cool looking UI. And you can add as many tasks as you want. You can literally, do everything. You can delete task as well. This is just by giving one sample, one sample prompt. I did not even tell, hey, this is the color that I want. This should be red, that should be green. It literally created everything from scratch, and it gave me, the explanation of what it is trying to create. Now let's do one thing. We got few more features, so we can add images. So let's say if I want to, to-do list to follow some other design, right? I already have the design, with me, and I'll just quickly explain. Hey, this particular to-do list has to be this particular search field has to be on the left, while the other action items has to be on the right. You can literally start creating this layout using plain English as well. So let us just give a try. Perfect. Okay, this was good. I want you to split the screen into two halves. This web app should be full screen. The first half should list all the to do's, and the next half should have a text field and few filters to sort to do items. Now here's more refined prompt. I also want to change the color to, let's say, blue if it's completed. That's it. Okay, one more prompt and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, I'll help you modify the application. You have to split screen layout. I'll try to filtering and add blue color at the complete task. See, everything is getting done. Like, and it also tells you, okay, this is the lines that have got changed. So if you see, the red ones are removed and the green ones are added. Okay, now it's also trying to edit the style as well, because we have mentioned that we need to change the style as well, right? So this is what it is trying to do. And then you can literally accept and reject. Let's say if you don't like in it, if you're not liking whatever it is doing, you can pretty much accept and reject it. So it's again trying to add script. It's trying to, let's go what it's doing in script. So I see a lot of code, right? I don't even know, like I'm a code myself, but I don't even know what is trying to do. But the outcome seems to be absolutely amazing. So, okay, so new features added, left half and right half. We've got display to-do list on the left half, filter options, and then everything on the left half, and then input for the new fields, sort, and alphabetically completion. It just literally created out of suggestions, right? Like, what does a to-do need to have? To-do needs to have a completion date. To-do needs to have it needs to sort alphabetically, right? Whatever set of features, it's just trying to suggest. We do not specify, because it's the AI model, right? It has to hallucinate a lot, but you have to also make sure that you are only giving essential informations and not letting the AI code every time. So you are learning constantly at the same time, right? And then full screen responsive mode and everything. Let's accept all. So this is done. I'll just save this project, okay? Because there's a lot of files that have got changed. So if you go to index, yeah, everything is saved. So you can, if you press Command S, you should be able to save it. If on Windows, it's Control S, okay? So let's go to the application, just refresh. Boom. Man, this is super interesting. You got everything. So see, how cool is the layout now? This layout is super cool. This is incredible. And now you got date sorted. And it also gives you, this is very interesting. You got all the options as filters, and then you have basic tabs. Okay, these are completed, these are all. Okay, this is incredibly amazing, just to have this output by just basic 2-3 English prompts. That is, unimaginable. So, I think once you try to play around with this tool, you should be able to build anything from scratch. Now this was just an introductory course. If if you want me to build some full stack application, or probably anything that you would like me to explain more, because I have, since this video will turn out to be basically a complete tutorial video, that's why I wanted to have it a bit more short. In that case, please comment and let me know if you need anything else. And